Hey guys, welcome to the Gauss Vape Review. Today we are looking at the CE8 Maximus from our good friends over at www.cybercig.co.uk. Guys sent me down for me to just test this for you and let you know what I feel. And I think before we get too far, let's of course go and have a close-up view. Right, we're going to have a quick look at this one here for you. This is the CE8 Maximus tank from cybercig.co.uk. Oh, excuse me. Basically, it's a Nova-esque style tank. One of the features is you can actually change your drip tip on this one quite easily, and so you can put your own drip tips in. It also has a few extra features. I'm just going to take this off the unit here for you. Standard 510, but it does actually has its own airflow with the hole here and a hole here. So if you wanted to, you could flush mount this to any mod out there, any 510 mod, and get a nice finish. But the air hole's actually very cleverly done via the base unit here. So let's have a quick look through it first. So of course this does come apart quite easily. It's going to be my juice out the way here. Obviously you've got your drip tip. You do have the top cap which unscrews quite nicely, and again this is quite standard, obviously a bit juicy there because we've been using it. It actually has this sleeve which actually does come off very nicely and is available in different colours as well. So it takes away that sort of medical look we got here and obviously helps to make it look a bit more funky, as they would say. Of course different colours are available. Again, we have the tank here. This is a 2.8 milliliter tank, but it says 2.6, but it doesn't seem to take in consideration the well in the bottom. And I'm chatting to the guys over at the site. It is actually a 2.8 capacity. That has actually been now changed. Again, very simply unscrew here carefully as you can, and this will give us access to the head. Very clever design head on it. It seems to have a flavour wick on this one. That's basically like an extra bit of wick or stop, but this actually works well. I was actually quite surprised by the quality of the vape on this. Now, of course, these heads are changeable and can be replaced whenever you need them to pick them up. Basically, I squeeze between the rubber cap and here. If this cap does actually come off, which it can do sometimes, it does go back on very quickly. And as you can see, there's the actual heads there. All you have to do is just pop that back on like so, and you're good to go. So if it does fall off, don't panic. It's very easy to get to. So if you squeeze and twist, you can now remove the actual head from the stem, like so. And there we go. Good for clean. Now on cleaning this, it's probably better to give it just a wipe over. I wouldn't soak it in water because it's going to take a long time for the water to come out here. So if you do wash this, let it dry overnight because you want to make sure that the inside there is as dry as possible. But usually after changing it, just give it a quick wipe and you're good to go. So let's say we've got a new head on. So let's pretend this is a new head. There we go. Again, it's just reverse of what we've just done. Screw this back on. Beware, there's a little grommet in there as well, so don't lose it off the new head or the old head if you just take it apart for a quick clean. And you just need to do that up nicely like so. Just make sure your cap's on. You know, so just nip it up. You don't want it like wrench it in, obviously you'll never get it back out, but just get it so it does fit in like so. The grommet will make do with the older waterproofing. Right, take your tube back on, making sure you've got the orientation right, which is the obviously those at the bottom. As you put it in, the little wiggle like this will push the heads into that well. And all you have to do is just wiggle it around, do this sort of funny wiggle, and then close it in and close up, and then just screw it up. When screwing up, don't go too mad here, guys. Again, you just want to nip it. Also, as you may notice, I'm doing this with bare hands. If you've got sensitive skin, wear some gloves just to be on the safe side. And now, of course, we can fill this. The good thing about it, because of the width around here, you could still use your needle bottle and fill it up, or what you could do, because of the actual gap, you could actually take the bottle straight like this. This is some black currant from Cybercig. Lay across the bottom there and just squeeze and fill. And of course, because it's nice and wide, you can actually fill this one up really quickly as well, which is quite good. Up to the 2.8 mark. There we go, all done. Right, we can put our beauty cover back on, or whatever you want to call it, sleeve. Screw this back on like so. As you can see, that's nicely done. If you find the threads are a bit raspy, put a little drop of e-juice on the threads, almost like an oil. Don't put oil on there though, because that's, well, you don't want to do that, but you can actually just make sure if it's wet with some e-juice, that will also help as well. Gently screw up, replace your drip tip, and you're done. Filled, ready to go in vape. So there we go, that's the close-up view of the CE8 Maximus. And there we go, the close-up view. Very much a mini Nova style tank on this one, but I do like the fact that you have this cover on here, which really sort of stops it looking more medical. I have to say this has been one of my favourite vapes today. It's a lot warmer than, say, the older CE7. It has that sort of warmth because obviously the wicks are at the top here as well. Lovely, lovely deep flavour on this one. Really, really impressed by the quality of this as well. It's been an absolute stellar vape. Now, obviously, I do like the fact that they have the ventilation holes actually built into the unit itself. So if you've got like a mod that you want to flush fit it, you can. There's no problems. The air's already taken care of. But even with one with built-in air holes like this, it's absolutely fine. Love the fact, of course, you can change the old drip tip as well, so you can have a silver one in there, whatever drip tips you like to use. Capacity on this is pretty damn good at 2.8, even though it says 2.6 on here. I think it's more 2.8. I actually measured it with a syringe and it was about probably 2.8. And a lovely, lovely vape. The only downside is one, these covers are quite funky coloured, available in different colours. The finish on them's a little bit not as well polished as they could be. When you look onto it and catch it in certain lights, you can see the polishing marks, but just a minor point, to be really honest with you. You can change the wicks in these as well, so that's not a problem there, so that's really good for people. And I think they do have a view like 1.82s and 2.2s that might be available as well, but pretty much a standard Nova tank, made better, that's all I can say. So if you want something that's a little bit warmer, perhaps more for your tobacco flavours or your RY4 flavours, definitely a tank to look at. Really lovely vape. Again, just a gorgeous, lovely vape. Really a workhorse, basically. A workhorse is what I'd call it. So there you go. So that's the CE8 Maximus from our very good friends over at cybercig.co.uk, and I'll catch you all on the next show. So bye for now and happy vaping. Hi, if you enjoyed watching this video, please go and check me out over at www.gaffwitty.co.uk, where you'll find my blog, videos and all the stuff that I do. Thanks for watching, catch you on the next video. Bye for now.